to be done with the relationship and she would like to move out, but their lease doesn't end until next year in August, I guess.
Yeah,
so
and to clarify to us, right, just so everybody in live knows, she's tried to do stuff with him on numerous occasions, and it just doesn't work for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, for whatever reason it's not working, whatever reason it hurts her. So yeah, but he doesn't want to take the steps to make that happen. He's saying that he would like her to get on top. And then regarding the door situation, he was saying that I don't want to open the door because I don't want to put attention on me. And I was saying to her, well, who the F is he? Who is he to where he's going to get attention? Like, no one's looking at him. Like, people are looking at her and look through the door. So it's like, I don't really understand. So I was just telling her, like, honestly, friend, like, no, like, we just should dead it. And
how long have you been telling her that?
Well, she just started feeling like this. What's today? We're in December. She's been calling me about this. Like,
she wasn't calling or side eyeing the fact that they haven't done anything in 6 years the entire time.
No. And I would ask her, no, not at all. And I would ask her, I would be like, even in college, like we both were in college at the same time. And I would ask her like, oh, sis, have you done something yet? Have you done something yet? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. But I thought maybe it was just like for her on her side, like maybe she wasn't ready. But she's saying to me that she is ready. But he's just not the person. I was just saying the issue of why she hasn't removed herself, I guess, is because, and I've met him 2 times on my birthday before and another time. So we met before. He's very like surface level nice and very quiet. He doesn't talk. He's very quiet.
And I'm assuming that both of them are virgins?
Yes.
They're both virgins?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Tell your friend to move on with her life.
She ended up basically calling me a couple days ago, and she said that she let him know that after the lease, she would like to move back to her parents' house, basically, and that's kind of the conversation. But she's like, I'm gonna stick it out. I'm not gonna tell him how I feel. And
just so I'm clear, when he told her to get on top, what did she do?
She did not. She's never done that before. So she says she didn't. She has not done that. Like they have not even done anything. They have not even got to that place. Allegedly, like oral is happening, but it has not gotten any further than that.
Oh yeah. Nah. This is definitely This is definitely strange. I've never heard no shit like this ever. Never.
Me neither. And that's why I came on here, and I definitely wasn't throwing my homegirl under the bus. I just wanted her to get a male's perspective because me and her have been talking about it. And
is she here?
No, she is not here.
Damn, well, you should have had her join the live or something so we could.
I know. I should have told somebody to record it, and then I was just gonna like tell her and tell that we were talking about that.
I would say, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I would say, leave her to that then. I feel like there's not much you could do. Or I could say it's been 6 years, and
they're 24 now.
Yeah, I would say leave them to that. I wouldn't even involve myself realistically because what that doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, definitely leave her to that. That's literally a mind your business type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because what can we say? You know what I'm saying?
I just told her, I as a friend, I just told her like she deserves more, and I was just letting her know like you do deserve someone that's gonna open the doors. She's saying she hasn't gotten any compliments, and like she just wants more in her life, and I just been letting her know like she definitely deserves more and to move on.
Nah, definitely. Hey, good luck to your friend, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah, some people is better than me. 6 years? What the hell? Damn. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see how that's like real. Like, how is that possible? He's scared of what? Oh, he's scared of Yo, somebody said he's scared of the foot. I'm crying. What's good, Brianna?
Hi. Okay, so like just to start off, This is a little bit delusional. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 17.
17, Brianna? Talking about niggas? You worried about niggas at 17?
Not worried. Worried is like,
You're concerned. You're concerned. We she ain't even get to the tip of the iceberg yet. You hear me? It's just getting started. Listen, whatever concerns she may have now, it's gonna get it's gonna get wicked. Let's see. What's good? What's good?
Hello.
What's the word, man?
Okay, so I have a question.
Y'all wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but she's still young, but she can still stay. She can still be in here and I mean, listen up and, get advice from, older folk. But now for me to sit up there and talk to a 17-year-old as a 24-year-old grown ass man on live, y'all know that's crazy. What's good?
All right, so I'm currently going through a breakup, and so I have this person blocked. I deleted them out
How
social media.
old are we talking now? Because
We're both 32.
both 32. Okay.
So my thing is like I have like his sister and his mom on my Instagram, and like they're always commenting, and I'm just like, should I block them too? Because I'm trying to get over them.
Say that whole thing for me again. I'm tripping.
Okay, so we were broken up, right? I don't have him on social media nowhere. I block his number, but I have his family on Instagram, and I'm just like, yeah, like they always like watching what I'm doing, commenting on everything, and I'm like, I don't need this right now. Like I'm trying to get over him.
Yeah, that's his platform. The family to be that's his entrance. Ideally, you gotta.
And I haven't, because they were so nice to me. So I'm like, I don't want
They
to
could be.
block
Hey, listen,
them.
that's no bad blood, honey. You're doing this for your peace. It ain't about who's nice, who's not nice, who made you a sandwich, who cooked for you before. None of that matters. Once it's over, you got to be over with all of it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know
Okay, that was the question.
Yeah, at that point you got to help yourself. It hurts, but I mean, how else are we gonna hurt? I mean, her seeing them over and over and over again, that's gonna do more damage than getting rid of them. You gotta wait. What's really gonna do more damage? Seeing them post, seeing them ideally even talk about, like, what I mean? That's gonna do more damage. It's good.
Sorry. I don't know how I connected. I don't remember.
You said what? That's that shorty. I don't see that's that shorty in here. Oh shit. I'll get after this one. What's good, Irene?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, hey. Okay. This is so exciting. This is my first live, you guys. Hi. So I am 29, so
Okay.
I'm a little older. I was definitely a late bloomer and have been watching you for the last couple years. I'm single now and got out of a pretty bad situation less than a year ago. And have spent the last about 4, almost 5 months just being single and really like not even dating, like not letting people like get my number, like being really intentional about not dating at all.
Right.
And I had a couple of questions, so I'll give you a little background on my last couple of situations and why I'm asking these questions. So I'm pretty established. I work for a civil rights law firm, making almost 6 figures. And I have definitely kind of had struggled with some low self-esteem, but ended up in a relationship with someone I really liked. Like, I thought we had a lot of chemistry, but we weren't necessarily equally yoked, as you would say.
I was gonna say, what was his career looking like?
He was in architecture, but like as an intern. So I like already have my master's. Like I've had director level role before. He was like more of an intern sort of, and then had just gotten his bachelor's. But he was about like 6 years older than me. He didn't have a license. He didn't have a car, which, you know, I'm from Philly and that like it can be common, but he also had a child and I don't have children. So it didn't feel like it really made a lot of sense on paper, but I really liked him and I've had a hard time like connecting with men in the past. So I definitely gave him the benefit of the doubt. Long story short, it backfired. Like we met on a dating app. He moved in pretty.
You're giving somebody you met on a dating app a benefit. A 36-year-old man on a dating. You met a 36-year-old man on a dating app. He has a child. You don't. Right.
It was bad.
You gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and it made matters worse. His mom died like a couple weeks into us dating, and he got like super codependent. So to the point where he was pretty much over my place. We both had our own places, but he had his studio in like a more sketchy neighborhood, like much more sketchy neighborhood. So we're always over my place. And then he ended up moving in pretty quickly.
Moving in where?
My place. It was pretty bad. So, and thankfully watching your videos really was what pulled me out of it, because I was afraid to end it, because I mean, he did get really terrible at the end. Like, I had to get a restraining order. But he was asking me for money. So all the time. So that's, and pretty much would start being like, telling me, oh, you know, your career is so successful, blah, blah, blah. Like being really, he was quite literally a leech.
You gave somebody an inch and he took 100 miles. I think everybody in their life should learn from her, right? Just before you get into it and you ask your question, just learn from her a little bit, right? Like, this is somebody that, you know, she got her master's. She's you know, she works in a civil rights law firm. She has her own place. She has no children. She's young. And, you know, a lot of people who aren't on that level will always see her as an opportunity, right? So always remember, you build yourself, you know what I mean? You busted your ass to get to where you get. I don't care who you are in this life. You don't date down. I don't care if it gets 10 times lonelier. That's a big no. Because once that ends, it does a lot of damage. Not only because of what the person did to you, but, well, I could have avoided this. Why was I even dating them? Why was I even dating that in general? That's the difficulty now. This person brought me down to their level. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we don't need that. Go ahead, Irene. Finish.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate everyone in the live and your encouragement. So yeah, that was that first situation. My first question, I have two, which is, when going off benefit of the doubt, when should you ever give anyone the benefit of the doubt? And if you're even thinking like that, is that something that you kind of know as a sign? Because now I'm at a point where any red flag, I'm just like, absolutely not.
No, but you gotta understand, because, I mean, and the reason why you're being that way is because of your experiences and you're learning from them, right? Which is what we all need. Like you said, you're a late bloomer, that's okay, right? But you're learning now what not to do, right? No. We don't do, you know, if we're talking about dating seriously and intentionally, I'll say this, Irene, I would rather something fail for a lesser important reason. If you get what I'm saying. Right? I don't want things to fail knowing that I could have put myself in a better position, because that's where it hurts. Ideally. It's not what the person did what they did. A lot of people do what they do. But what could I have done better to begin with to avoid being in this position? That's annoying. So, which is why I say, giving the benefit of the doubt, it never makes sense. Because a lot of people that you're giving the benefit of the doubt to, they wouldn't give you that benefit of the doubt.
True.
Ever. Realistically. So, that's how I see that.
Thank you. And that really gives me peace of mind that I'm doing the right thing.
Nah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Take it easy. You say you're 5 months in, keep going.
Yeah, and my last question is just like, when it comes, so you say that like men can pretty much, it seems like they can pretty much smell when someone has low self-esteem. So being someone that has suffered from low self-esteem and is working on building it now, just like individually, like, I'm not worried about dating. And I'm scared for the future in the next 1 to 2 years. Like how do you get over someone being able to like since that you have low self-esteem or even have suffered from low self-esteem?
I mean, no. I mean, you're putting in the work now. I mean, we're all starting from somewhere, right? Be present. Exactly. That's a very good key. Yeah, be present. Like, you're working on yourself now. So I wouldn't concern myself over something I know ideally, somebody's opinion on who I was before. I can't control their opinion on that, right? But I know who I am now, right? And I also say, bro, like, certain things that you went through, like, you know what I mean, especially in the past, that's nobody's business but yours or your therapist, right? I don't think that you should be concerned about releasing, information like that to anybody else. So you build yourself, right, to get to where you need to get to, and you date that way. Now, if somebody, let's say, for instance, you were to give that type of information to somebody and they started judging you for it, because you have the high self-esteem now, you're no longer that person, it will be easier for you to see that.
True.
I tell people this all the time, bro. Ideally, like, again, I don't care what niggas say. The woman is always going to be the prize, man, at the end of the day, right? So it's going to be easier for you to sit back and see ill intention because you're the person that's being pursued, ideally. So just keep that in mind. Like it, do what you got to do.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you hopping on.
Yep. Bye.
Nah. Let me see. I'm probably gonna do one more for a slide. Where's Shorty at? Because you've been asking. What time is it, yeah?
Hello.
What's good?
Hi, KB. Hey, guys. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. What's good?
Okay. I am a little nervous, so I just hope I don't miss any parts. But basically, my question was like, well, I'm gonna give backstory. So,
how old are we talking here?
I'm 22.
22, right?
Yeah, so I didn't meet this guy like on Instagram or nothing. Like, we actually met in person, like he was attractive. So he asked me for my Instagram. Okay, cool. We were talking and like, I would say we were talking for like a good 2 months, seriously. Like, he let me know his intentions were like to build a connection and like eventually go into a relationship. And I was very open with communication because I was like, at any point that you don't want to do this no more, like, honest, and we just go our ways. And yeah, so, and I don't want to say he's like nonchalant or whatever, but I think he's one of those guys where it's kind of hard for him to express his emotions vulnerably. But he would talk to me though about how he really felt. Like, he ended up saying like, oh, I'm catching feelings for you. I feel like we're ready to take this to, a relationship title. And I was being composed because I'm like, I don't want to seem too excited or whatever. Like, like, I'm going to just let him lead. And if he doesn't want to, then, it's my choice to either stay or go. So, yeah, I don't know. So we were talking for like a good 2 months. We planned to do something for Halloween, like cute couple, like, like I was going to be a police officer. He was going to be inmate. We'll watch movies, whatever. Like, so we had that plan, but I don't know why. Like, my intuition just kind of like was telling me like he's being a little like distant today, or like he's thinking a lot. I don't know what it was. Like, he didn't say nothing wrong, but I just felt like something's up, something's weird. So we ended up meeting up and having that conversation because he told me like, I really like you. You're everything I want in a partner. Like, I find you attractive. Like, I'm really interested in you. But I just feel like I'm not ready for a relationship. And that kind of pissed me off so bad because I'm not going to lie. When he said that, I took it as like, okay, he's just saying it nicely. I'm not that interested in you, right? Yeah. So he said what he had to say. Oh, I got things going on in my family, whatever, like my financial. That was one of his things. He felt financially stuck. And he said,
but that being financially stuck was really an issue. He wouldn't even be dating or talking to anybody to begin with. Like, exactly. Like, if family problems, finances, realistically was a real problem to him and he really needed to solve that, would you even be talking to him?
No. Yeah, so he was basically kind of trying to break it down to me, and I'm over here like trying to understand like his perspective, like, okay, you know, we are young. We're in a moment where he wants to find his purpose, whatever. And he's telling me straight up, like, I don't know how to balance focusing on myself and giving you the attention you deserve.
In other words, he doesn't give a fuck. Go ahead.
Basically, time and effort into a relationship, right? So then he said all of that to me. He looked at me and he was like, "Do you have anything to say?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh," and I just dead the situation. I was like, "We're not gonna speak again. We're not gonna. This is the last time we're gonna hang out because what is the reason for us to continue to talk?" He still wanted to talk and still wanted to hang out, and I said no because that's gonna waste my time. Like you're. He made it seem like, oh, I'm confused.
Yeah, but remember how I've always said typically when things end off in that way to where there's an excuse as to why the person doesn't want to commit to you. In a guy's mind, he's ending that off on a good note. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything's off on a good note, then ideally I should still have that friendship. Or I should still have